टीवी में हमारे जैसे नजर नहीं आते,
और अगर आते हैं तो विलन बन के आते हैं.
When is this stereotype going to stop?
This is the GupShup Show. Hi, my name is Khawla.
Assalamu alaikum, and my name is Arooj.
Welcome back to another episode of the GupShup Show. And this week we're talking all about racism. So Arooj, are there any stories that you'd like to share? Because you grew up in the Netherlands where Muslims are a minority. Did you face any difficulties?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that I really faced racism like that. There were sometimes subtle moments. One of the things that I really remember is, having to, jab 9/11 ka kuch hua tha, or whenever a terrorist attack happens, my opinion would be asked.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to think about that?
Yeah. Not like, I feel like a lot of people, they think that Muslims are the same as a whole, rather than, that there are different types of Muslims, and some are strict, some are extremists, some are liberal, there's different variations of Muslims as well. And I think a lot of people think that all Muslims hold the same view, which I think is wrong.
Yeah, but I say, अगर जैसे जो पता क्या, I think you can see it the same as अगर जो दिमागी मरीज भी होते हैं, वो तुम्हें हर उसमें मिलेंगे, हर कल्चर में मिलेंगे, हर रिलीजन में मिलेंगे. लेकिन अगर जैसे कोई इस तरह के लोग भी वो हर रिलीजन में होते हैं. Just, and to ask me, what do you think of that? Like, I don't have an opinion of that. So many people died. What am I supposed to think of that? 9/11, उसके बारे में मेरा क्या ख्याल होगा? इतने लोग मर गए हैं. तो what does my opinion matter in that case? Is just because it's coming from a Muslim.
Yeah.
It's so weird that I had to then, you felt the urge or like the need to sometimes let them know that, I totally distanced myself from that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's totally wrong. When you wouldn't ask that to any other person, so why do I have to let them know that ये मेरा view है इसके बारे में?
I think they just ask you because, you're Muslim, and just to see that, do all Muslims agree with this, or do any Muslims agree with this?
Sometimes the thing that they would ask me as well, like, are you really free though?
What?
Like, are you because you're from Pakistan, are you gonna be, is it gonna be an arranged marriage because you're Muslim? Like, are you going to be forced? Is your parents going to pick your partner for you? Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, like the typical stuff.
Yeah, and it would be like, the thing is, pata kya hai, hum jo hai na, we can't take Western people, we can't blame it really, because it's just, that's what they get and that's what they gather from
the media.
Yeah. Media में दिखाते ही हैं कि जो मुसलमान औरतें हैं वो suppressed हैं, वो अपने पार्टनर नहीं पिक कर सकती, वो पढ़ नहीं सकती, वो जो उनका दिल चाहता है पहनने का वो पहन नहीं सकती.
Yeah.
So they really feel that the women, are not free.
Yeah.
And then when they meet somebody and they see that I just do what I want to do and that I work where I want to work, they feel like, but you're different.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I also think that sometimes they also feel the need to save us.
Yeah.
We're gonna save them.
Yeah.
Or, you don't need to save me. Like, I'm a free woman.
Yeah.
I feel like I really had to defend the culture and I had to defend the religion.
And that's really hard, especially when you're a minority living in that country, and where a lot of people are gonna have like a certain opinion of you, and to constantly be defending that and be like, no, I'm not like this, or no, this is not how it is. That's exhausting as well.
Yeah, because you grew up in Dubai, so तुम्हारे तो वहाँ पे सब मुसलमान थे.
But for us, like, सब मुसलमान थे, लेकिन सब Arabs नहीं थे.
Okay,
there was that thing. I didn't face any religious racism, Muslims, Christians, whatever. But I faced a lot of, because you know, it's in Dubai especially, the government and the people, they really prioritize Arabs or other locals, yeah, whatever. So, you know, I faced like a bit of like racism in school where I was like the only brown girl in the classroom and everybody else was Arab. So that was really hard on me because like I did experience like a lot of bullying where some girls like, because I went to an Islamic school, so the scarf was part of the uniform. So like some girls, they would pull my scarf or they like, you know, pick on me in the bus and they'll call me names and stuff like that. But that's like during childhood. But there is, especially in Dubai, like there's a lot of racism when it comes to like the workplace and like the preference of, say there's two people, one is a Pakistani with the exact same level of qualification and degree that are applying for a job, and one's a, you know, Arab person who doesn't have the right qualification, but the only thing he has is that he's a local person and he's gonna get the job with a higher pay, opposed to like the Pakistani who actually has the qualifications for the job. And that's just because like the government prefers the locals there. And even like in Dubai especially, they really like hold white people to a very high standard.
Oh, is it?
Really high. तो मतलब अगर किसी like the company, you know, it's a good company if there's all white people working there. Yeah, and that's how people see it. और अगर एक गोरा बंदा जॉब के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा है और एक पाकिस्तानी बंदा जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करेगा, गोरे को मिलेगी और गोरे को एग्जैक्ट सेम जॉब के लिए डबल पे मिलेगी.
हाँ, पेमेंट में भी डिफरेंस होता है.
Yeah, पेमेंट में भी डिफरेंस होता है. तो just because he's gora, yeah, even अगर for example there's a Pakistani who's applying for a job who was born in Pakistan and lives in Dubai, and there's a Pakistani who has a British passport. The British passport is gonna get a higher paying job than the Pakistani who's born in Pakistan with the same qualifications.
Oh wow.
And that's just how it is. That's normal.
Yeah.
And that's like what's expected. So I feel like that's still racism, but it's not the same racism as compared to like probably what you have faced, you know, being like a minority in color and in religion and in like traditions and everything.
Yeah. I felt always like the need to, you know, when you get the questions to how should I answer them, and I need to be politically correct and stuff like that. And even, you know, in the workplace, then they would ask me when we used to have like work functions, तो उसमें पूछते हैं, oh are you not drinking? And when you said no, like not, oh you're not fun. It's not fun. Oh, that's no fun. And I'm like, I don't have to drink to be fun. And you wouldn't say that to somebody that's a vegetarian as well. If somebody says I don't eat meat, they would never say, oh, that's not fun. They would just accept it. So why is it that if somebody is not drinking, that they're not fun? I don't have to be fun to drink. You know, or the other way around. Whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that, you know, that are Christian and, you know, they party and everything, but they don't drink just for like health reasons. And just because they don't like the after effects of drinking. So that doesn't really like correlate. Oh, you have to drink to have a good time.
And the same goes for freedom. You know, I always feel like, because when you don't show a lot of skin, so when you don't show a lot of skin, that they think that you're oppressed, you're not free. But why is the freedom of a woman linked to how much skin she is showing?
That's
because matlab that when she is wearing short skirts and she's twerking and everything, then that's a free woman. But at the same time, when a woman is covering herself, then she's not free, she's oppressed. But if, you know, a woman is allowed to wear whatever she wants, and I think that is the true freedom. So freedom should be as well as having when having free will to cover myself as well.
Like especially like in France, what's happening in France, like you're not allowed to wear the scarf and not wearing the burqa or whatever. Like that is oppression. That is oppressing the people that are living in the country, telling them that you cannot wear what you want to wear.
That is not free.
That's like, you know, the Western people oppressing the Muslims.
But it's also, what does that say about their image, like of a woman? Why does a woman has to show her skin in order to let people know que मैं free हूँ? मतलब इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं कि मैं अब शॉर्ट स्कर्ट्स पहनती अगर मैं पहनूं तो मैं एकदम दिखाऊंगी कि मैं वही फ्री हूँ. मैं अगर अपनी टांगे दिखाऊं तो मैं फ्री हूँ. लेकिन अगर मैं फुल कपड़े पहनती हूँ, I have friends as well that are not Muslim that just don't feel comfortable showing their skin.
Yeah.
They're wearing short sleeves or wearing little skirts.
Yeah.
तो वो free नहीं है.
Yeah.
Why is that linked? I think, freedom is truly if you're allowed to wear whatever you want, regardless if it's long skirts, short skirts, whatever.
Yeah.
A woman should decide that herself, and that is the true freedom.
Yeah. And no one should tell you. No one should tell you, don't wear this, don't do that, don't wear a scarf, wear a scarf, stuff like that. That's completely up to you to decide.
Yeah. मुझे उस चीज़ पे भी ज़्यादा गुस्सा आता है ना कि जब आजकल जब ये इन्फ्लुएंसिंग वगैरह का इतना टिकटॉक्स वगैरह का वो इतना वो बना हुआ है, एंड देन जब जो लोग जो इस्लाम वगैरह के इतने अगेंस्ट होते हैं लेकिन वो छुट्टियां मनाने मुसलमान दुबई बुलक जा रहे हैं. तो मुसलमान तुम उधर जा रहे हो भाई, दुबई जा रहे हो, और तब तुम्हें शौक आ रहा है, फिर तुम अबाया भी ओढ़ोगी. लेकिन तुम्हारे मुल्क में तो इजाजत भी नहीं है. तो इस तरह तुम दूसरे कल्चर एंजॉय करने, वही लोग जो इतना वो बनते हैं रेसिस्ट, वो दूसरे मुल्क जाके अपनी हॉलिडेज मनाने चले जाते हैं, टर्की चले जाते हैं, मोरक्को चले जाते हैं, और तब तुम फिर उधर उन मुल्कों में क्यों घुसते हो फिर?
So a lot of those tourists that go to Dubai, a lot of them, they go to Abu Dhabi to see the Sheikh Zayed Mosque, which is one of like the biggest and prettiest mosques. And उधर जाने की requirement ये है कि all the women, they have to wear an abaya and they have to wear a scarf to enter the mosque. और they जाकर like they take their pictures and they post them on Instagram and everything. तो उस टाइम पे उन लोगों को हमारा कल्चर embrace करने में और अबाया पहनने में और स्कार्फ पहनने में oppression feel नहीं होती. And then the same people, they'll be going on and being like, oh, women are oppressed, they can't wear what they want, they have to wear a scarf, blah blah. But they don't, when they go to Dubai, and they're the ones that are excited by trying all those things.
मुझे उसका भी एक जो चीज़ से कोफ्त होती है ना, जो people that leave their religion and then they feel that they have to save all the other women that are Muslim.
Yeah.
कि वो हाँ नहीं मतलब मैं निकला. I think if that was your experience, that is how you were brought up, that is your trauma that was linked to your surroundings.
Yeah.
Don't try to save other women.
Yeah.
Because like me as a Muslim woman, I'm not a victim.
Yeah.
Of anything. My brothers, my dad, they never oppressed me. They never, I feel that, and now even though that I'm married now, it's like my husband gives me the freedom to do and stand wherever I want to. I don't feel like I'm a suppressed woman. I'm a free woman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think वो बंदे पे depend करता है, और मुझे फिर उस चीज़ का, and I think पता क्या, some of the cases I feel like the way the media frames us, तुम देख लो फिल्मों में, न्यूज़ में, उसमें देख लो कि औरतों को किस तरह पोर्ट्रे करते हैं. मर्द तो होते ही टेररिस्ट हैं.
हाँ.
तुम अमेरिका की हॉलीवुड की जोन सी भी फिल्म तुम देख, go back to see the Hollywood movies, all of them, the terrorists, there are two types. Either they're the East European type जो होते हैं, या तो यूक्रेन के होंगे या रशिया के इनके टेररिस्ट होते हैं, or the terrorists are the Muslim people.
Yeah.
They're over that. Bollywood is the same when it comes to Pakistan. It's like Pakistan कभी भी अच्छी लाइट में नहीं दिखाते. I can name only a few movies, like the one with Salman Khan. That one that portrayed Pakistani as helpful, but they also showed bad and good people on both sides, which I really liked. Because होते हैं हर मुल्क में, और हर बुरे अच्छे लोग होते हैं, लेकिन majority जो है पाकिस्तानी वो होते हैं, और सुरमा लगा के, और औरतें हमेशा आदाब. भाई आदाब तो मुगले टाइम से हमने कभी भी नहीं कहा, तो हमें यूं वो पोर्ट्रे हमेशा इतनी बुरा करते हैं. मुझे देख के ना फिर दुख होता है, because you grew up watching Bollywood movies.
Yeah.
And to see how they portray then your people when you know it's not true, it's really hurtful.
Yeah.
And जो लोग, अगर तुम हमेशा दिखाते रहो कि एक certain type of people वो बुरे हैं, वो इसी तरह होते हैं, तो आपके ना माइंड में ये चीज बैठ जाएगी कि वो बंदा है ही ऐसे.
Yeah, that's why I think like a lot of Indians or people that watch like Western movies and stuff, that's why I feel like they have that image of us, because that's just something that the media shows, and like even in the news, like you'll never see positive news. Oh, you know, Muslims are so good. These Muslims help this many like poor people, or you know, they give like zakat or whatever. Like you'll never see the good that Muslims do. But एक bomb blast हो जाए, and you see what happens.
और पता क्या है, मुझे सबसे ज्यादा कोफ्त होती है one thing, when it's a Muslim that was mentally having mental issues and did something, then that person is a terrorist.
Yeah.
But when the same thing, a white person does something, then he had mental issues.
Yeah.
Then it is teenage person, A+ student,
suffering from mental health issues,
killed so many people.
Yeah.
But when it's a Muslim, it's Muslim extremist killed, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The way they frame it as well, उसकी वजह से भी लोगों का आइडिया बैठा हुआ है कि मुसलमान ऐसे ही होते हैं.
Yeah.
तो वो चीजें जब मैं वापस देखती हूँ ना, तो मुझे उस चीज का भी हेडलाइन देख के भी मुझे इतना दुख होता है.
हाँ.
एक चीज के बाद मेरा बिल्कुल नजरिया ना जिंदगी पे बदल गया था, and that is after what happened in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And the moment that the war started in Ukraine, like all the majority of Western countries jumped in to save them, to raise money.
Yeah.
All these charities, all these schools, Holland में तो इतने schools भी, they were raising money, they were trying the best they can to help them, open arms to helping them out, which is great. It's great that they did that. But the way the Muslim countries aren't welcomed with open arms,
yeah,
the difference between a war happening in Syria and a war happening in Ukraine, how the media attention and the amount of funding happened and the differences between them two, it made me feel like, you know, I am only blessed. It's because I have a West European passport.
Yeah.
My skin color really, so my life does not hold the same value of that of a white person.
Yeah, of course. And like even, you know, like all, obviously the Ukraine war was all over the internet and everything. And I saw a lot of like videos on TikTok and Instagram and Reels. Yeah, a lot of people, they were being like, oh, we have to help Ukraine. We have to help. There's people like us. They're normal people like us. They have white skin like us. They're normal families like us. The reason why the white people were so, you know, they really want to help Ukrainian people is because they look like them. Because they are white. They have blue eyes. They are like normal people like them.
Yeah.
And that's just visually. Agar there's a Ukrainian person that was born in Ukraine, lekin is Asian or is black or is Chinese, but their passport is Ukrainian, that person will not have the same value as a Ukrainian person who's white.
Did you see the footage of the black people that they were
being
denied?
They were denied.
Yeah, and pata kya, the thing that crossed my mind was, if खुदा ना खास्ता यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ हो जाए ना, and I was just imagining that मेरे जो भाई और मेरे बच्चे हैं, we would be the same person standing behind that train.
I know.
We would be left behind, and जो a Gori family with the same age kids, with the same thing, same passport, would be privileged.
Yeah.
And they would be able to go on that train.
Yeah.
And हमारा वो right ना होता.
Yeah.
उस वक्त पे मैंने कभी भी इस तरह महसूस नहीं किया कि मेरी जो जिंदगी है ना, वो बहुत कम वैल्यू की है.
हाँ.
मेरी सिर्फ इतनी किस्मत है कि अल्लाह ताला ने मुझे पिक किया है कि मेरी किस्मत ये हो सके कि मैं यूरोप में पैदा हुई हूँ.
हाँ.
वरना मेरी लाइफ किसी सीरिया की लाइफ की जो सेम एज की लड़की है उससे ज्यादा बढ़ के तो नहीं है.
हाँ.
तो मुझे ना उस चीज से, उसके बाद से मेरा नजरिया इतना बदल गया कि मुझे उस चीज को लेके ना, I really was so hurt about that and I couldn't express, like, किधर मैं ये बात कहूँ.
हाँ.
किससे बंदा ये शेयर करे.
हाँ.
और मुझे होता था कि जब मैं वो चीज़ें देखती थी ना कि यूक्रेन के लिए हम डोनेट कर रहे हैं, मेरे काम पे भी उन्होंने कहा था हम वहाँ जाएंगे, हम इतने वो कपड़े तुम जो भी तुम डोनेट कर सको करो. तो फिर मुझे हो रहा था, लेकिन जब मेरे मुसलमान भाई बहन के साथ हो रहा था तब तुम लोग कहाँ थे.
हाँ.
तो आई शुडंट से दिस बट आई फेल्ट लाइक मैं अब तुम्हारे गौरव को मैं क्यों डोनेट करूं.
हाँ. Like, the thing is, a war is a war.
Why
Whether
not?
it's in Syria, whether it's in Ukraine, whether it's in the UK, whether it's in Pakistan, a war is a war. And whichever country is facing that war needs to be helped by everyone. Equally. So it's not that a war is in Syria, लेकिन उधर तो war होती रहती है, उधर क्या help करनी. A war in Yemen, भाई उनका तो चलता रहता है, हर दूसरे दिन war होती है.
वो तो used to है.
वो तो used to, उनको आदत हो गई है war में रहने की.
हाँ. मतलब मेरे जो फलस्तीनी बहन भाई हैं, मेरे जो सीरिया के बहन भाई हैं, मेरे जो अफगानी बहन भाई हैं,
हाँ.
उनकी जो मतलब जो लाइफ है वो गुजरते रहे, वो तो आदी है ना.
हाँ, उनको तो आदत है, वो नॉर्मल है, नॉर्मली उस चीज की यूज्ड टू है.
एक बच्चा, छोटा सा बच्चा 3 साल का, वो बम का कैसे यूज हो सकता है. इस चीज को लेके ना मेरा जो it really like bothered me for days. जब भी मैं यूक्रेन का देखती थी, I thought it was so good that they were trying to help. That was not my issue. My issue was that for my brothers and sisters, वो नहीं था.
हाँ.
वो नहीं था. And I think you know, it really changed the way I look at charities. It changed my ways, the way I look at whenever there's money being raised, when I see stuff on TV and whatever. And मुझे उस वक्त का ना I don't know, it left like a scar on my heart. कि मुझे हुआ कि हमें भी as a Muslim, you know, community and a Pakistani community, we should help out each other as well. क्योंकि हमारा और जब कुछ अगर खुदा ना खास्ता कुछ हुआ ना, तो हमारी इस तरह की मदद नहीं आनी.
Yeah, that's true.
तो हमें एक दूसरे का हेल्प करना चाहिए, एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए in that. क्योंकि at the end of the day क्या पता कि किसका रंग कैसे बदल जाए. एक दफा मेरे साथ ना जब हम so it was in uni at that time, and we were doing this project group. वो ना छोटे towns से आते थे Amsterdam में, because Amsterdam is the capital city, so everybody would be like, oh, we're studying in Amsterdam. And then I was in a project group with 4 other girls. All of them were white. I was the only colored. मेरे वैसे भी मीडिया जो थी ना, मेरी जो एजुकेशन, उसमें थे ही नहीं इतने. बहुत कम. पाकिस्तानी तो उस वक्त थे भी नहीं. ना मुसलमान भी नहीं. ज़्यादातर मेजोरिटी उसके थे. They were white. And we were having this project group, and we had a mentor, and she came by. And she was going along with, okay, where are you from, in terms of like, which city are you from, which city are you from, which city are you from. जब मेरी बारी आई, and she asked me, तुम्हें हॉलैंड में कितना टाइम हो गया है?
No.
Because I'm brown, she assumed that I wasn't born and bred. I said, I'm the only one from Amsterdam. I'm born and raised from Amsterdam. And she goes, oh, okay, but it offended me so badly. Because you just automatically, because of the color of my skin, you automatically assume that I wasn't born here. I speak Dutch really well. Duh, I'm from the Netherlands. And तुम मुझे पूछ रही हो after everybody कि हाँ तुम कहाँ के आई हो, तुम कौन से शहर की हो, and then अच्छा तुम्हें कितना अर्सा हुआ है यहाँ रहे हुए. इतने मुझे वो हुआ ना, जलन मुझे हुई उस चीज से ना. The little things that sometimes it kind of, whenever you feel कि ये मेरा मुल्क है, ये blah blah blah, है नहीं. क्योंकि जब हम पाकिस्तान जाते हैं तो कहते हैं कि तुम यहाँ के नहीं हो, तुम पाकिस्तानी तो नहीं हो, तुम परदेश के हो. और अगर हम यहाँ होते हैं तो यहाँ हम देसी हैं.
I have the same dilemma as well, you know, being in Dubai, where Arabs have such a high priority over everybody else. And especially the locals here, because I was born in Dubai. My mom was born in Dubai.
Oh, was she?
My dad was born in Dubai. None of us have an Emirati passport. All of us have a Pakistani passport. And my parents were born in Dubai when UAE didn't even exist. So like it was just different cities. Like in UAE didn't exist at the time, and we were all born like over there. Lekin none of us classify as Emirati. और हमें वो लोग country से any time निकाल सकते हैं. Like they could literally just be like any day, okay. और हम लोग अभी भी उधर रहते हैं. मैं where's my home? For me, Dubai is my home. लेकिन अब मुझे दुबई जाने के लिए वीज़ा चाहिए. मुझे अपने घर जाने के लिए वीज़ा चाहिए. And that's the thing कि अगर अब if I think about it, like I feel like I don't belong anywhere. Because I don't belong in Pakistan. I've never lived there. I'm not used to Pakistan. I don't know anything about like living there and how I would survive there. दुबई जाने का कि अब दुबई जाने के लिए I have to think again कि मुझे वीज़ा अप्लाई करना, मुझे यू करना. मतलब अब बंदा अपने घर भी सुकून से नहीं जा सकता. क्योंकि वो नहीं है कि they're not going to be like gonna look at my passport. Oh, okay, born in Dubai, but green passport.
हाँ.
You know? इधर भी मुझे नहीं टाइम निकाल सकते. इधर भी मैं वीज़ा पे हूँ. So like I constantly feel कि I don't belong anywhere.
Yeah.
Because even especially like Dubai का तो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा feel होता है क्योंकि I'm born there. I grew up there. My parents are born there. हमारी generations उधर गुजरी है. मेरे सारे बहन भाई मतलब मेरी सारी बहनें उधर born हुई है. मेरे सारे cousins उधर born हुए. लेकिन हम में से कोई भी we can't say we are from Dubai. We are Emirati. We can't say that. You know?
Yeah. Man, that's tough. Yeah. हम तो कहीं के भी नहीं. हाँ. पाकिस्तान जाओगे तो पाकिस्तान कहते हैं ये तो वहाँ के नहीं है. यहाँ है, हम यहाँ के नहीं है. And I think कि alhamdulillah we're coping with that well. But sometimes when people do really get into that struggle of where do I belong, that's when it goes wrong.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is कि अगर जहाँ भी हम रहते हो ना, मैं कहती हूँ integrate करो. Try to integrate with where you are. क्योंकि बंदे को ना अपने आप को भी adjust करना पड़ता है कि तुम कहाँ पे हो.
Yeah.
मतलब ज़ाहिर बात है वो पाकिस्तानी है ना, तो ये मुसलमान एक मुल्क है. एक लिमिट तक बंदा एक्सपेक्ट कर सकता है कि वो क्या तुम एक्सपेक्ट करें.
Yeah.
But at the same time I feel like we should really be there for our own as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in.
And that was a really heavy conversation, but it had to be done. Please share your thoughts and comments with us on our social media or in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Allah Hafiz.